Welcome to ESO News. This is a great thing. Got the background music going on. The system's going a little bit slow, but that's okay. What I want you guys to do is I want you to log into either into YouTube or over into Twitch and to possibly see what login reward you're going to receive here today, as this is being geared towards the daily login rewards here of February of 2024. This is a good thing. Looking in here, you might get a dragon imp. Hold on here just a second. I hear some background noise. You know when you hear background noise of of yourself, if you've ever been through the process, I was just hearing the background noise, and that's getting processed. It's a good thing, good day. Hopefully, you're going to enjoy your drive here today, whether you're watching over in Facebook or over in Twitter. It's an important thing for you guys to be logged into YouTube and Twitch if you're going that route. So this is a really fun stuff, getting involved with Elder Scrolls. If you're a kiddo, you're going to love Elder Scrolls later on. Some of you can't play Elder Scrolls. It's kind of more of a adult kid game. However, you got your parents' permission. That makes it all better when you can actually play the game. You can bond with your family. You might be able to eat a dragon imp gummy later on. Pretty sweet. I think so. I do. I really. So this is looking like this is really well. I'm super excited. I'm super excited. I want to get the ESO Stream Team logo on here on the screen. That's going to be some super sweet stuff. I'm not for sure why the game controller isn't showing up on the screen. I had to kind of finagle green a little bit here earlier, but it's just not showing up on the screen for some odd reason. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to do this right now and see here if this is showing here on Twitch with the game controller. It's going to be some sweet stuff if I get the okay with the ESO Stream Team logo. That's a bit sweet. And there, and that's going to be some sweet stuff. So looking into with the game controller. Give this a second. This is okay. Let's see here. Let's take a minute. It's called console line. This shouldn't bother your screen too much. Okay. So we got console line on. Console line is on. What about console ina? Console ina is going in. One console ina. I don't know why I called console ina, but it sounds kind of like castle ina. Wow. So, not for sure why that's not processing, but that's okay. Glad to having the game getting further on in Xbox and Steam. Not sure what's going on over in PlayStation. I do have a PlayStation account. However, the ability to play is yet to be seen. That will be something to look forward to here in the future, and that does cost money. So kind of getting ready here for the third DLC later on, getting Sky Oblivion in. That's gonna be sweet. Here yesterday, there was some weird stuff going on to where the controller would not even budge, barely. Got over there and talked to was trying to talk to General Acklash, but couldn't talk to General Acklash. Was over in the Imperial City recess. Some sweet stuff. So when you get over into the multiple pieces showing of how to get over into the third DLC, that's a great thing. So here, what we're talking about regularly is the daily login rewards, and the important thing for you guys to be logged into your site that you're watching. So that's an important thing. And what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to flip over the screen and going to look at the further on with the DLC. So I'm going to get that on the screen here. The computerized system is a little slow, so I'm going to take some time. This is sweet. Okay, so this is a polyphone. It's a fun little place. I never thought this would happen, and this is a great thing. Got this on the screen, and looks like you guys are going to see this on the screen with the kind of some information on the third DLC of Imperial City coming in here. You can kind of see the cover picture of Imperial City here coming up in 2025. This is going to be some great stuff. I am going to take a quick break, and we're going to go over a little bit what it takes to get into Imperial City. I will be right back. Just got back in here, and this is a great thing. I was looking in here in one of the channels that this is streaming, and one of the person they had wrote that the stream was kind of glitchy. So hopefully the glitchiness will go away, and hopefully be able to be seen a little bit better. Some of these things are kind of hard to do. I'm kind of dealing with in two forms of YouTube. YouTube is kind of connected in two forms. What I'm talking about is right here on this device, but also YouTube is connected on another device, and that device is working, but it's kind of hard to type. And so I if I type over here on this device, it goes out to every channel. And so what I had just done is I communicated that, and hopefully you're able to see this a little bit better, and not so glitchy. That's just kind of how the screen, how it's working for some odd reason. I'm just glad that we have the background music going, and that we're able to see the screen, see the see movements in the screen, and whatnot. So going to go over here into talking about the third DLC of Imperial City that's coming up here, here in the future in about a year. I think June of 2025. When you're thinking of coming up here in June, we're thinking of the next chapter of Gold Road, and so I'm kind of going a little bit further on, and the next chapter is gonna be sweet. And so working on the third DLC here is gonna be some fun stuff here, later on tonight. I'm getting the presenting the game a little bit more, as you can kind of see a cover of Imperial City. When Imperial City first came out originally back in 2015, this is kind of a reconditioning of the game. So with you guys seeing this is like an updated version from all the way back of 2015. Almost like a 10-year span, to where we're getting ready to be over in the Netherlands, over the sugar factory. Well, this is a good process of understanding like the time frame, how long ESO has actually like risen up, and has kind of taken form. So Sky Oblivion here is growing throughout Tamriel, and the game is just starting to grow with the DLC of Imperial City. The last DLC in the game series that is gaining exposure from the original game being released in, like I said, 2015. The upcoming DLC is set to be released in 2025, helping Elder Scrolls reach a 10-year anniversary. Sounds kind of repetitive, huh? And so we got a little bit of a picture here. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to take out the advertisement. These are such good things. I'm going to see the advertisements of Ghost. Are you gonna get Ghost? It's like a protein formula, kind of like hot cocoa. Could be. The great thing here in the site here in Polyphone is the company has bent over backwards trying to get in, and GOG and Xbox have really taken off in the site. So when you guys actually look at here in Polyphone, or maybe if you've gone over from looking over and from Twitter and clicking on the button and seeing this information, that will kind of grab you an idea that Xbox and GOG have a connection. That's an important thing for us, connection not only with GOG and Xbox, but ElderScrollsOnline.com as well. Right in here, the linking process has the ESO Online has not been linked just yet. Haven't put it in here because I haven't seen the proper information just yet. Once I see where the proper information is, set the link right in there, and this can be a great stuff. This is some great learning experiences from the different way shrines that are available in the game, such as the Transitus Shrine. The game is full of different way shrines that might be confusing to some players, where this might be developed at a later time for players to enjoy the game further by having a better understanding of the two-way shrines in the game. Thinking about the two-way shrines and getting into the game, having the links in the Transitus shrine alone, that is not yet known completely on how the linking system of the pinpointed locations are just yet. So please be patient with us as we're getting the game further developed. As you'll have to go to a different way shrine to kind of get out of the place, as you might see and hear in what's called part of the Alliance War, whether you're starting in Aldemary Dominion, Daggerfall Covenant, or Ebonheart Pact. This specifically is kind of a screenshot of the Alliance War in with Daggerfall Covenant. So this is a pretty picture of the Alliance picture of Daggerfall Covenant. Sure, it's pretty. When you think of Daggerfall Covenant, you think of the color blue. And with the current crown crates that are being presented, the Gloom Spore is a great way to get involved with the game and learning in the game. I thought it would be an interesting thing to have a Dragon Imp gummy, to where the Dragon Imp gummy can be put inside of the Crown Crate gummy. You see what I'm saying? Having a Crown Crate gummy. That sounds kind of cute. And so this is one of the way shrines that are available in the game. Right now, the game is not entirely completely set just yet. However, we're working on this, and this might be how the game is actually played. So what I'm talking about, exactly how this game might be played, that's very possible of how you'll have to go through on the screen, because the links are not completely set up. I'm not for sure how to do that. If I got inside of the program, I would be able to link that up for you guys in a heartbeat. But I'm not that far advanced just yet. If possible, I would like to be, but just working with what I have, that's a really good thing. So looking in here in the Transitist Shrine is for those of you players that are wishing to play in all of Cyrodiil. You see what I'm saying? Going over to a way shrine, you're not going to be able to get all of the effect of what I'm explaining here with the two way shrines. We want to combine both of the Transitus Shrine and the way shrines together, to where we can complete the linking system, to where we can go over into Cyrodiil and Skyrim. That's kind of the purpose of getting these things prepared. But we're just in the premature form. We're just in like the egg form right now, to where we're just coming out of the shell. So this is a really good thing for you guys to get involved with, learning the Transitus Shrine as we gear towards going further into the game of Skyblivion. Going to go further here of what's going on with the way shrines. This is something that's very similar to the Transitus Shrine. This is called a way shrine in the game. And way shrines are a way for players to fast travel to different locations throughout Skyblivion. The difference in the Transitus Shrine and a regular way shrine is about the same thing in the game. So you're gonna look at this and you'll be like, oh, okay, yeah, this looks very similar. But you can kind of see what the main thing in the way shrines is. What I'm circling with the mouse right now is the shrine is the important thing for us to kind of pinpoint on both the Transitus Shrine and the way shrines. This will help us build the game a little bit better. The reason for the Transitus Shrines are for the Alliance War, and the way shrines are meant for the regular gameplay. These are both available over in North High Rock Gate and South High Rock Gate. Those are the two places you'll be able to find the two different way shrines that are available in the game. Some sweet stuff. So going to go further here about what's going on and what you guys are going to want to start to be looking at here. This is a game screenshot of what I'm talking about with the two different way shrines. The Transitus way shrine is not going to get you into every place you will want to in the game. And so what we have to do is we have to explain the proper paths in which you have to take. Players do not get to choose which campaign they will want to go in through, whether it is through Imperial City or Cyrodiil. When you're looking in here on the campaigns right here, there's two buttons that you can press, but what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go in through all of these. So with here, you're going to want to start out by pressing the Imperial City campaign. This will send you right in into General, talking to General Acklash. But first, what you want to do is you're going to want to go over to Captain, some call Captain Alisas. Captain Alisas will help you, direct you towards getting your Imperial City campaign. The way the system is set up is you can't go through a way shrine or the Transitus shrine. What you have to do is you have to go inside of the settings into where it shows campaigns. And before you can get to here, what you have to do is you have to go in to the Alliance War first from your game. You have to be a level 10 player. And when you get into North High Rock Gate or South High Rock Gate, most likely you'll be sent in once you become a level 10 player. You will get sent into North High Rock Gate. Sometimes you'll get sent over to one of the forts or one of the keeps or one of the castles, just depending on how the system is working. What happened to me when I first got in, I got sent over to a fort, and there was all sorts of battles going on. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm kind of confused. And so I'm kind of making it a little bit easier for you guys to understand when you do become a level 10 player of where you'll be starting to head in. Because most likely you'll go over to the Alliance War. Inside of the system, I'm not sure if it has been corrected yet. So when you do get into Cyrodiil, what I'm going to explain for you guys is you want to go and meet the character that I was just talking about, Captain Allsauce. Players get to enjoy the first glimpse of where you will begin your adventure in the third DLC. The player will first encounter Captain Alisas in North High Rock Gate, where some previous gameplay brought the character into forts. This is most likely where you will begin your journey in the third DLC quest, City on the Brink. And so I'm gonna put that right there. That's a good thing. And so this is the captain that you will see in Daggerfall Covenant. If you're in another alliance, it most likely is going to be a different captain. If the game has not been fully to where, think about it. If you're in the Ebonheart Pact and you have to go over to get into the Imperial City quest, think about it. Is Captain Allsauce over in Ebonheart Pact as a captain? Or is Captain Allsauce also a captain in Aldemary Dominion? Well, that doesn't work. Captain Allsauce is a Daggerfall Covenant warrior. So what we have to do, I don't know what your gameplay looks like if you're in Aldemary Dominion or Ebonheart Pact, but that's kind of what's going on here when you do get into North High Rock Gate. I'm just explaining how this was how I was led into the Alliance. So with that, you will go and you will talk to Captain Allsauce. And once you talk to Captain Allsauce, you want to go back over to the campaigns screen. What I'm explaining here of how the game is set, I know this is very confusing. So I'm trying to make this less complex than what it really is. So when you go over into getting into Cyrodiil and you get to North High Rock Gate, you go up and you go talk to Captain Olisauce. And you'll say, okay, now you need to go talk to General Acklash. And you're sitting here like, where's General Acklash? I was like, what is going on in here? And so what you have to do is this. You're gonna want to go once you talk to Captain Olisauce, you want to go back to the campaign screen and you want to press Imperial City campaign. This will send you right over into the recess right here that you see General General Acklash. The first main quest begins with the player going into the deep recess of the city. When you first get into the recess, you will most likely encounter other players to help you on your journey. If you do not choose to have an RPG style gameplay, the player has to first speak with General Acklash in order to begin your adventure in the third DLC. With that starts out your journey into the third DLC by talking to General Acklash in the city in the brink. Some sweet stuff. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a quick break. This is going to be some fun stuff here later on tonight when I get into the game again. Hopefully those controls are starting to work into where I can move a little bit further. Well, rather you can further in the game. Hopefully you're enjoying your drive and you're learning on how to get into the third DLC. Hopefully you're enjoying your drive. I will be right back. Wow, what a great start of learning about their DLC. And going and talking to Captain Malcolm, then getting over it, and talking to General at Clash, getting with your buddies. Wow. Then we get a vote on what games are going to be in the future game here, and this is a good segment to getting ready, listening in ESO news of what possible songs. But I just picked these out of the blue of the four different songs, and hopefully one of these songs, if not all of them, you guys will take to one of these songs being involved with the game starting up. So we're going to start out here with the see what you guys think. It might be a little Ghost. I feel the gun. Welcome back and looking into the daily login rewards here in February of 2024. If you haven't logged in a while, well, you might be looking at getting something else inside of your daily login rewards. Here just recently, the Dragon Imp was given inside of the Xbox. About 50 Seals of Endeavor that were given inside of Steam. I'm not sure what's going on with the daily rewards going on with PlayStation because don't have a PlayStation console, but I have a PlayStation account, and getting that actually producing is going to be great for you guys to be chatting inside of YouTube or over on Twitch. And those of you inside of one of those systems, I want you to write in on what your daily reward that you're getting in PlayStation, because we're getting differing information. And over on elderscrollsonline.com, this is going to make a total better picture for us. When you look in here of elderscrollsonline.com, and you look at the information, you're like, hey, that's not what I didn't receive the Dragon Imp. I wanted to receive the Dragon Imp. I wanted to receive that crown crate. You know what I'm saying? Like here yesterday, we received both the Dragon Imp Pet Companion and got 50 Seals of Endeavors. However, that didn't happen to everyone. See what I'm saying? If you're over on Xbox, you're like, I just got that stinky old Dragon Imp. Then over on Steam, you're like, hey, I wanted that Dragon Imp, but the guys over on Xbox are like, hey, you guys want to trade over with us since you're Steam people? Can you give us some of those Seals of Endeavor? So gonna looking here a little bit further. Such a beautiful thing getting ready with the Seals of Endeavor. If you haven't gotten, if you have not ordered your wedding dress yet, go over to elderscrollsonline.com right now and check out the beautiful wedding dress that other players looking at you like, you look so nice in that wedding dress. I just want to give you a big old hug, and you can get the wedding dress all for 350 crowns. So beautiful. So we're going to get into the live discussion here on elderscrollsonline.com in the live discussion board going on here. And looks like we're going to go into the crafting discussion of what's going on inside. What is going on? We shall find out. It's good. It's so exciting when we find out what's going on in the live discussion of the different live discussions that are going on. So we're going to go into the wow. So this is the live discussion here on how to get a pristine Daedra cart. Oh, such an amazing thing. Have you ever thought about how to get a pristine Daedra cart? I haven't, but I'm going to listen in here. So, from what I have read, it's collected from antiquities in the Deadlands. I've dug up numerous zone leads and have not had one drop. Anyone have specific info on how this style material drops? It's super expensive at guilds and need to farm some for some furniture recipes. Yeah, from doing what you said, it's the bonus loot. You could always cancel the find and redo it until you get all bonus loot, or use transmute station if spare mimic stones and create a load in that style and deconstruct them again to get the trait material. Without using a transmutation table and providing you have mimic stones, learn one ancient Daedric motif page. Then use that and the mimic stones to create gear in that style at the appropriate crafting station, and then decon it. Make sure you have all the correct passives and CPs assigned to maximize returns from deconstruction. This method is usually quite effective. Thanks, Free Spirit, for info. ESO might need to update the Deadlands map to include massive holes everywhere from my digging. LOL. Do you craft it at a crafting station in the Deadlands? Some of these things will hurt. You could do it at any crafting location. Have you got your wedding dress yet? It's a nightmare trying to get enough, especially if you bought the motifs, rather than farmed them. There just aren't enough antiquities to bring you there that often. And if you have any further discussion questions, you can leave a reply in Elder Scrolls Online. It's a great thing here where you can leave us a reply. This is some beautiful stuff going on in Elder Scrolls Online. You might want to think about getting a wedding dress. Might do some good. Might get you to think about, becoming married in the game. Have you ever thought about getting married in the game? I have. I haven't found my spouse yet. There will be one day, and we can do it all at the house. All at the house. We're gonna have a big party over in Sweetwater Cascades. We're gonna have all the company. Many players can come in and join in on the wedding. What a beautiful time. Hopefully you're enjoying the drive today. I'll be right back. I know what you were thinking. On your wedding day, fighting on your wedding day. You don't want to fight on your wedding day. However, some do. Have you thought about that? You might be stuck in that wedding dress, like the the Skeletor wedding player. Oh yeah. Get your wedding dress ordered. Welcome back. I love that do. So back into the discussion over the wedding dress. I know there's a lot of you players out there that are skeleton players. I know it, and that's a beautiful thing about future quests that might develop. I'm hoping that the quests do develop. So if you're a skeleton, go get your wedding dress. You can be a skeleton ghost in the game. It'll be a fun gameplay by you putting your wedding dress on, showing you are getting involved, getting ready to get married, and getting ready for the future quest of morphing your skeleton body. That would be beautiful. Going to a quest and finding a body part like an arm or a leg, like a skin leg. I gotta. I'm a skeleton right now. I gotta go get my skin leg. Gotta go gotta go find my leg. So for the time being, you get suited up in your wedding dress. Redlia is already in her dress already. She is so beautiful. I like her way she is. Oh, Redlia, you're so cute. In that dancing dress. Maybe you're thinking about your bride to be. You look so cute. You would look so cute in that wedding dress. Why don't you go on over and meet up with Redlia? Show off your wedding dress. What does the wedding dress look for male players? That's an interesting thing. Is it a wedding suit or is it a dress also? In the game, I like to dress up like in the monk suits and um the mage mage garments. Those are some sweet suits. It's kind of like a wedding dress. So if you haven't gotten your wedding dress yet, make sure you get your wedding dress here tonight for where you can show off your wedding dress if you're a skeleton player. I'm kind of encouraging those of you that are skeleton players before we get the body part quests going in the game. Haven't got those going just yet. However, we can put a wedding dress on you. And you can run around all you want in that beautiful wedding dress. Whether you're a male or a female, and show you're getting married soon. Maybe you're a single player. Maybe you like playing an RPG and you're gearing towards going to MMO gameplay style. This is a perfect opportunity for you skeletons to get your wedding dress. Do you see it yet? Do you see the skeletons in their wedding dresses yet? This is going to be super exciting to see the skeletons in their wedding dress. So that has yet to be seen. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take a short break, and I'll be right back. Hopefully you're enjoying your drive today. I just got back, and this is a great thing. Have you ever seen Redlia? Well, now you're kind of seeing Redlia. This is a beautiful thing in here. If you of what you're looking at is I'm a male, okay, but if I was a female, you can kind of see Redlia what I look like as a female. This is a beautiful thing about what the AI has done. This was not of my own doing. This character was completely computer generated. This is an absolute beautiful thing. I look really cute. I do, me too. So if you want to go over and get into the third DLC, this is the best way of getting into the third DLC. Dang, I'm sexy. The I can't even I can't I have to keep on holding myself like whoa, dude, I just can't get over myself. You know what I'm saying? Getting into the third DLC. Ooh. Getting into Imperial City and the third DLC. Some super sweet stuff. Getting into the game. There's about four different places that you can go inside of the deep recess inside of the third DLC as you start your adventure in Imperial City. Super sweet. So I want you to embark on your adventure with me, starting now and later on tonight, getting ready to join me in the third DLC and see where we will adventure next inside of the game. Damn, I look really cute in that dress. Wow, it's really good stuff. All right, I'm hoping you are enjoying your drive today, and I'll be right back. Nearing the end of the segment of ESO news, this is a great thing to talk about. I've never talked about this before, but this is a good thing to talk about. Inside of the game, when you're thinking of like body parts inside of the game, it's a great thing to getting involved. Like I was talking before, get your wedding dress so you can have some clothing. And what that involves with getting clothing, you want to make sure you get your epidermis. And the epidermis is all the same for every player for your whatever character you're playing with on your account. And so what I'm talking about with the epidermis and the dresses, this teaches us that we need to buy clothing and buy items in the game for the purpose as a life lesson. So I'm thinking like how these body parts how they got how they get formed. And so hopefully we can get some quests going in for the skeletons, like body part quests. So where I'm going with this, I'm not sure. Like, so like, I would really have fairly small boobs if I was a female. Like, looking Relia. I don't got big boobs, but I'll have to look at the in the game here and later on how big my fingers are. So in the game, you can get an assortment of clothing items to where you can get yourself a set of armor, you can get yourself a helmet, you can get yourself an axe, you can get yourself a bow, or you can get yourself some shoes. I haven't seen socks in the game. However, I think that when you get your epidermis, you'll get a set of socks that goes that for your character. It's black black clothing, or like you for a female have a like a black bra, black underwear, and for males having just like black underwear. Now the as far as like the epidermis goes, like if when you buy your epidermis, are you getting a set of socks, or are you going like with sockless in the game? When you get your epidermis, you kind of want to think like, hey, I want a pair of socks. I need some socks to wear as I'm walking around over in North by Rock Gate. Gotta have some socks. So depending upon on your character, on how you want to present yourself as a character in the game, this is a great thing with the game on how you can get more into the game and build upon your character, like on what type of character you are in real life. Most players, what they do is they get the type of gameplay that they're trying to portray, or what they are in real life. And so, if I was a female, I'd be wearing this dress every once in a while. And so, when you're thinking of trying to build your character design, depending on if you're a mage, or whether you're a healer, or whether you're just a regular player who just wants to walk around in the game. If you're just wanting to walk around in the game, then you're most likely not going to be doing very many quests. And if you're looking to build upon your health in the game, well, you want to kind of get your character going a little bit further in the health department, like rising up your health points in the game. Looking on here in the future with Red Leo, is she gonna have A helmet. Most likely not going to have a helmet, as a helmet won't go well with the dress she's wearing. However, a nice little crown, in which she looks like she already has a crown, kind of on the little forehead, like before the receding line of the hair. Looks like there's a crown already um, on her skull. The question of what crown will go well with her head, that's yet to be seen. That's going to be very interesting. Most likely it'll be blue from Ethereus. Now the dress that she's wearing. I need to find a matching colored crown set for her dress, and the shoes, and look at the necklace. Such a beautiful necklace. Not the Amulet of Kings per se, however close. And so, looking at that at the necklace she's wearing, we're going to want to have a crown necklace that's going to complement the necklace that's around her neck. This is going to be some great stuff. I'm kind of looking at the design where, like right here, hopefully this can be the same setup, but it's like the same color right here around her, like on her chest, right here with the necklace that she's carrying. Hopefully have about the same color right in this little area of near her skull. She has two rings, both on her left and her right arm, and her fingers. She has some extra protection underneath her dress. She's armored up. Oh, she's armored up. Oh yeah, she's not naked on the inside. She doesn't look tough, but she's getting tougher. And so, looking at what crown necklace she's going to be wearing here in the future, that's going to be a good thing. Will Imperial City have the necessary crown available for red layout? Has yet to be seen. So checking out the time here, we have about 10 minutes to go. Have you thought about how you're going to build your character? There's kind of three character sets that are looking. I've heard of the different character sets, such as being a tank. And you're like, what's a tank? Being a tank character? I don't know exactly what that is, but what I have seen in the gameplays when you're playing in an MMO style of gameplay, you can be the healer, you can be the person that starts destroying everything in the MMO game style. And then what's the third one? They're called roles. And what role are you going to take in the game? Well, there's a sweet world church that you can visit over in Solitude, over the Lonely Troll. That's a beautiful place to gather, as once said 18 times. Hopefully that makes sense. So hopefully you're learning more about the game with the getting involved with the campaigns, which you'll get further into the third DLC. Later on tonight, it's going to be sweet. I'm hoping that the game will be all set up to where Red Leo can roam around, get prepared, and do some MMO action with other players. This is going to be a great thing when we all start getting involved, and when there's players there. So I want those of you that are players that have already gone further into the DLC, third DLC, I want you to step back and go to that beginning place to where when new players come in, you can help out with in a MMO style gameplay. That's going to help out the DLC grow tremendously. And so hopefully that's where you guys are here tonight and coming up here in the night, getting ready for the third DLC. So what I'm going to do here is I am going to go back to Poopy Gold Road. And you Elder Scrolls players know where Poopy Gold Road is. Poopy Gold Road. Getting us ready for the next chapter. We don't want it to be poopy. We want it to be fun. So join in with me later on here tonight in the third DLC. If not, just go ahead and watch the game. It's going to be some sweet stuff. Hopefully you have a good rest of the day, a good drive, and good rest of the night. Oh, you know, if you're a skeleton Elder Scrolls player, you know you're flirting with the other skeleton.